hero's quest for treasure, courage beyond measure, crossing land and sea, good and evil meet. Greed will take control on this sail for gold. Anything goes. Here come the pirates. Legendary buccaneers, merciless birds who feel no fear. Inhumane they stand, fire on command. Bravery and might they unite for glory. All bets are off in this pirate story. Here come the pirates. The pirates.
I'm really surprised by all this, Jim. You took on a very risky mission all by yourself, and all to recover this one book.
It contains thousands of years of wisdom from the Native Americans, and it's Dr. Livesey's legacy. I just couldn't betray his memory.
Not to mention, you were hoping you would find the key to stopping the threat of zombies.
That's true. And when I think of all the risks that we took in order to do that, it still gives me goosebumps. I had to travel as a stowaway, while Shadow continued to hunt for me. I had slipped into the heart of Blade's estate. I even stumbled across his army of the dead. In the end, I had succeeded and returned with the Codex, while another huge surprise would be waiting for us all.
Don't do that again!
Hey!
Huh?
We have to open as many sails as possible. Blade gonna come looking for us any minute.
As you command, First Mate Silver.
As you command, First Mate! Up!
For some reason, that cutthroat hasn't even noticed us. What on earth could be holding him up?
We have to go back to Veracruz now.
Veracruz? But our agreement with the Spanish had been made very clear. I don't think we should go back and bother the Viceroy again.
I must tell you a dramatic development has happened. We must speed up the progress of our plan or all will be lost.
Well, if things weren't as sudden as you'd say, I'd try to go with you, but please let me know what happens.
You will know everything once we arrive there. I'll see you at the port.
Way to go, little sister. It looks like you're going to be quite the sailor. Our father, the captain, would be so proud.
Oh, Captain Hawkins! All sails are unfurled, including the jibs, the skysail, and the high-top sail.
It's foretopsail, like the mast.
You're right. I remember now. All the sails are raised, just like the captain ordered.
And we're gonna need them. This blasted thing is slower than a drunken sailor.
What? Drunken sailors just too slow!
Sails on the horizon, coming in off the bow! Huh? Off the bow? But where did they come from? No black sails among them!
If they're not Blade, then who are they? We should keep our distance and try to ignore them. Here, Captain Hawkins, the telescope.
They're all carrying the Jolly Roger. They're pirates.
Other pirates? How can that be?
Excellent. The latest dispatch from Santiago de Cuba. 20 other pirate ships have been spotted coming from Paso de los Vientos.
Another 20? But how are we supposed to stop all these criminals?
Your Excellence, forgive my sudden intrusion, but the situation has become extremely serious.
What? More than 200 pirate ships have appeared in the last few days. So tell me, is this the result of your glorious destruction of Tortuga? Is it?
Yes, the conquest of Tortuga was an important step in our war, but it was by no means the end of it.
Your Excellence, there was no way we could possibly foresee what's been happening. Let me see if I can explain it to you.
Bah. Crush one scorpion and 10 more show up. If you have an explanation for any of this, then tell me.
They're pirates that come from all over the ocean. These rogues have come from the east and from the west to try to avenge their fallen comrades, the ones I've destroyed.
So then, the destruction of Tortuga didn't help us at all. No, in fact, the situation is even worse.
Quite the contrary. This is just another opportunity to strengthen our resolve. Those bandits have come together because they understand that my plan is going to threaten them all, no matter where they are, and they want to stop it. But now, more than ever, is the time to strike. It's a perfect opportunity to force the pirates out into open battle. and to cut off their escape. Now more than ever is the time to gather ourselves as the forces of good, the forces of the law, the forces of the Five Kingdoms must unite now! It's now or never. The Five Kingdoms will fight against all the pirates of the world to restore peace on the seas for a complete and total victory. It's them or us!
Yes, you're right, Blade. It's them or us, now or never. Gentlemen, our moment is now, and we must answer the call. Send communications out to the governors of Puerto Rico, Cartagena, and Havana. It's a general alert. All ships and men capable of fighting are to be mobilized.
Your Excellency, I think that you should alert the French forces of New Orleans. You have a much better relationship with them than Britain.
Right. Now we can be in charge of warning the Dutch. Meanwhile, the Portuguese...
I took the liberty of sending the message to the Viceroy of Brazil, so my compatriots are going to do their part.
Today is a great day. The alliance of the Five Kingdoms will be tested in the fire of battle. We will triumph, and we will be remembered as heroes for centuries to come.
Yeah, those are pirates, without a doubt. And they seem to be from the four quarters of the globe.
A lot of different colors.
Look what I found in the captain's cabin. For him, it was a trophy of war. For us, our salvation.
We have to change the flag at once or we're doomed.
Ben is so happy. It looks like one big family reunion.
You can say that, Ben. We're part of the Brotherhood. Listen, kids, I don't know if I can recognize them all, but I can try. Those ships are certainly India. Those others there, I would say they're Malaysian.
Malaysian? But where do Malaysians come from?
Why, from Malaysia. That's even farther east than India.
Oh, look, Jim! They have a ship that looks just like the Albatross.
Those men are the Arabs, while those others are... Where are they from, Long John?
Those are Turks, and that's one of their galleys. That's the kind of ship they send its convicts to row together in chains.
Hey, look at those guys. All those tattoos. Where do they come from?
They're from the Pacific Islands.
And look at that beautiful ship. It's so lovely, but it has such a different form from the rest of them.
Yes, that belongs to the Chinese. All of this is very nice, but what are they doing here in the Caribbean? Gentlemen, brothers, fellow esteemed pirates, I wish to welcome you to these troubled waters. We're the pirates of the now lost vessel, the Albatross, imprisoned in Veracruz, and yet escaped miraculously from Spanish torture.
My name is Captain Jim Hawkins, and this here is my first mate, Long John Silver.
Oh, Captain Hawkins! It's Captain Hawkins!
Greetings to you, my friends. But to us, you do not seem to be such a fearsome crew of pirates. You aren't by chance just a petty group of thieves out to steal ships.
My crew is not made up of thieves. I defended the island of Tortuga with honor, and I have fought against the evil governor of Jamaica, Lord Blade.
Please accept my humble apologies, good Captain Hawkins. I would like to invite you to join us for the greatest feat to ever be achieved by pirates.
Huh?
What's wrong? Don't you know? The Great Golden Fleet is about to set sail.
The Great Gold? What now?
The largest gold shipment ever seen in history is going to be sailing from the Americas to Europe, across an ocean free of pirates.
They say there will be at least 200 cargo ships, and that each will be filled with the yellow metal.
And precious stones as well. Rubies, emeralds, diamonds.
A treasure like no one has ever been able to even dream of.
It will be very well defended, of course, but have you ever seen this many pirates together? With such a crew, that treasure will be ours.
Treasure! All ours! All ours!
Long John, I think that this obviously smells like a trap.
Right. I think we should play along, but we have to be careful. Let me handle it. Well, this is some extraordinary news.
But I'm afraid we do not know which harbor it's going to. You said you escaped from Veracruz. Do you have any information?
My brothers, I'll admit we're confused. A cargo as amazing as you say would have surely been heard of in every corner of the Caribbean, including us.
You wouldn't have been able to, and I think that seems normal. You were locked up in prison.
But the news has been confirmed. Old Ibrahim saw the treasure with his own eyes.
I was once in the chains of those heartless Spanish who even made me unload their own treasures for them. And I can tell you it was quite a sight to behold.
And you saw this gold shipment? You saw it in all the cases?
Oh no, only in one. But I could tell that the rest were all equally heavy.
And how did you manage to get away from them?
Enough of that. Ibrahim is an esteemed pirate. To us, his word is sacred.
Oh, of course. I was just getting curious.
We're not that naive, Mr. Silver. We sent our own spies to verify the information. Soon we will have it all confirmed.
What do you say we mount an attack on Veracruz, just to help us all kill some time?
All hands on deck! All hands on deck! Up!
Strategically, that would be a big mistake. They could sink us to the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico, and even the smallest blockade could damage our flotilla.
My captain knows what he's saying. We should set up our base at a more defensible location, and there's nowhere better than Tortuga.
It's destroyed, but we could fix it up very nicely. I meant to say that we can make it our safe haven as it used to be.
It would be an honor for me if I could go out to visit it with you.
Well, let's get going then. Bow to Tortuga!
The net has been cast. My spies confirm that they've spread the false news to all the Caribbean ports.
Perfect. The pirates will chase a treasure that doesn't exist, and the royal fleet will engage them in a large-scale battle. They will all fall into the trap that I've prepared. And now, I need you to return to Jamaica. While I'm commanding the fleet of the Five Kingdoms, you will need to lead my zombie army. We'll let the real battle with the pirates rage on and consume their spirits, and then, when their crews are weak and weary, you'll attack them like a wolf upon the lambs. In the end, all that die will be turned into zombies, and I will be at the command of the most terrible army the entire world has ever seen. It will be a new world with thousands of invincible soldiers who will worship at my feet.
I welcome this little human. I can see you've been executing my plan with more and more conviction.
Yes, I know. I know that this is your plan, but you told me that even with the army, I'd be given more power than what I have now.
And so you shall. Once you have completed my vengeance and transformed all the humans into your zombies, you will dominate this world just as I have promised you.
Huh?
As long as your icy servant doesn't try to plot against me.
That's enough suspicion. He's been committing himself to our plan. If it weren't for his large network of spies, then we wouldn't have the pirates where we want them.
Very well. But don't you start treating me like I'm a fool. For your sake, don't try to work against me anymore.
If you believe that I'm your enemy, then wouldn't you want to destroy me? I'm not indispensable.
I know you don't fear death, but tell me, aren't you afraid that you'll turn into the undead, just like your friend here?
Nothing has changed. You may be a demon, but I don't fear you.
Too bad for you. Not being afraid is a mistake fools always make. Continue to do what you have started, and remember my warning to you.
We've attracted pirates here like flies on honey. What happened to Tortuga hasn't scared them away. Blade wants to build a huge army of the living dead. It's just like your mother had said. This is about the whole world. I really wish she was still here to help us out. I feel like I'm so useless without her.
We're all more useless than a broken ship. We know that is true, but we can't say anything.
But if that is true, then will there be a way for us to win?
Ben has always said that the truth makes you cold, but that people would always prefer to be kept warm with lies.
Then they really aren't gonna like this truth. Look at us, trying to fight Blade and all of his zombies.
For now, it's best that we don't tell them anything. They would just take us for fools. Or worse, they'd think we're spies sent to stop them. We'd end up being shark food. And I'm speaking in particular to someone who might have taken a liking to some of our new friends.
Huh? What do you mean, Long John? Care to explain?
I don't think I get it either. What did you mean?
Oh, don't worry about it, Lynn. They're just your typical boys, and they like to pick on poor defenseless girls like us.
Wait, Tracy Stanton is a poor defenseless girl? I never noticed that.
While you've been coordinating sailing with ships from other navies, you will still need to carry out orders from me. And for this, I'm asking you to train with my associate,
Whose techniques are infamous.
His exceptional messenger crows ensure that we maintain our communication, and they'll give us a crucial tactical advantage over any of the moves of our enemies.
The dispatches have been sent to all parties. I set sail in the next few minutes. Allow me to wish you the best of luck.
Squire, your contributions have been essential. You were the very first person to believe in my project. My most loyal ally. I'll never forget it.
All for King George.
All for King George, and the glory of the Five Kingdoms. And to the greater detriment of all these imbeciles.
This island has everything. On the side of the mountain, there are several sources of fresh water. There should be plenty of it. To the right of the bay, there are piers which should be deep enough for us to dock our largest ships close by. On the other side, there's a forest where we can gather any wood and vegetation we need, and there are goats that we can use for milk and fresh meat. But for housing, it might be better to stay on the ships. Lately, I've heard that the hotels leave something to be desired.
We should send people out for supplies as soon as possible, but first, we'll discuss how to divide the treasure.
Well, it should be divided into equal portions among each individual pirate involved. No, the captain should be given a larger share. Perhaps, if you have a larger crew, then the captain should get more.
But that's not fair. We have smaller ships and our crews are made up of even fewer men.
No, I want you to do it
Oh,
my
yeah?
way.
Why don't you say that again?
Maybe we could roll dice for it.
They look like a bunch of ducks getting fattened before they end up being cooked in the pot. Bah! They're already fighting over this treasure like dogs biting each other for a bone.
It's okay, Long John. Please don't make a scene. Not now.
Yeah, if you keep ranting like a madman, then you're gonna make Tracy look bad in front of her man.
Will you leave me alone?
Huh? Ah, I get it now. Message received.
Pardon me, but I had hoped you would be willing to act as my guide and come explore the island with me,
It's Stanton. Miss Tracy Stanton.
And I'm, of course, her younger sister, Lynn.
Yes. If you could give me just a moment, I'll be ready to show you around all the paths of Tortuga. Since the trails are so difficult, Lynn, it might be better if you stay here with the,
Oh, that's not a problem. Lynn here's more agile than a goat. My name is Jojo.
And I know that you're Captain Jim Hawkins. I'm very pleased to meet all of you. And my name is Wei Zhu.
When you say your name, it sounds like you're sneezing.
Lynn!
Come on, boys. Let's leave Tracy and Zhu to go on their walk by themselves. We don't really want to go running around the whole island, do we?
It's okay. You guys can come with us if you want to. Shall we go?
We call it martial arts. and we begin learning it from childhood in order to help us form our bodies and character at an early age.
And what is it like? Do you think you could maybe show us any of it?
Take these sticks and just imagine that they're swords, okay? Now try your best to attack me. I can see what move you're about to make in your facial expressions, so this is too easy.
That was great. Very impressive. But now a fawn warrior will show you how it's done. This is the leopard attack.
Huh?
But how did you do that?
Please, will you teach me to do that?
Huh?
Do what I do.
Huh?
Huh? Tracy, is it okay if I eat your... Oh, shh. Yeah, I understand. Sometimes you have to decide for yourself, and it looks like this is one of those times.
I just thought that today was wonderful.
Yes, I think it was good for all of us, but you helped make it really special. Huh? Please forgive me. I may have gone a little too far, and I didn't...
No, it's just... I don't want to hide anything else from you, so that means I have to tell you a terrible truth. But only if you promise that you'll believe what I'm saying.
Of course I trust you, Tracy. I will believe anything you tell me.
Huh? Up, danger! Up!
I dare one of you to call me a liar to my face in the daylight. You've been listening to a lie from the very beginning.
My brothers, rest assured that these unfortunate fools are going to be judged by the Council of Captains, and they'll suffer the proper punishment.
Long John! These two men are both members of my crew. We're ready to defend them to the death.
Both of them were spreading lies in order to sabotage our mission.
We were only telling the truth. Remember when they said they had spies who were going to confirm everything? Those spies said the convoy has already sailed from Cartagena, and tomorrow it passes Cuba and Haiti.
And Ben, even though he's dead, he couldn't stay silent. Ben has seen too many brothers meet their end. Ben just couldn't let all of these other brothers go off to the same fate.
He started talking and, well, I just couldn't take it anymore either. But it's the truth. I told them all about Blade and the Shadow and those living carcasses that have taken so many friends from me. Friends with whom I shared rum and battles with. And they, of course, don't believe me. So now, we'll pay for it. But either way, we're doomed just the same. There's no
Tracy,
escape.
Jim, Jojo! If my friends are going to suffer, then I'll suffer with them.
Shoo, you are dishonoring our family.
Please forgive me, Father, but I am not dishonoring the family. Now, I am serving it with honor.
That's enough! Silence! I'm afraid I must humbly apologize. I can personally guarantee on my life that these madmen will no longer get in the way of our mission. For tonight, my men will take them prisoner, and tomorrow we're going to abandon them in the midst of the ruins of this island, where they will suffer in solitude for their foolishness. Now drop your swords, and I will not say it a second time.
What a terrible shame for As a father, he should understand.
The situation is completely crazy.
I don't feel so bad for
I don't
him.
understand it. What the heck?
Let's celebrate.
Your new friends are going to be locked up here in the village. The two of us will go to the ship. You're going to have a lot to account for.